Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Chesterfield FC. I maybe told us a little white lie last time. We haven't come back for the final two games of the season. There's a reason for that. You can probably guess what it is. Anyway, since last time we were here, that defeat against Eversley, the big win over Kings Lynn. We played Barnet, we lost 2-0. Josh Walker, Ben Salt scoring the goals in that one. 3-2 victory over Worldston, and goal penalty. Crowther and Tobin scoring that one before a terrible run of form. 1-0 defeat to Scunthorpe. Harvey Gilmore scored the only goal before back-to-back 0-0s with Barrow, and Hemel Hempstead virtually wrote us out of the title picture. York ran away with it. We couldn't make the playoff. We couldn't win the league. We were already in the playoffs. So after that, I started to think about rotating the squad a little bit with playoffs in mind. We beat Woking 5-3. Thomas and Brissett, Patrick from Denanga, and one from Tobin in this game. Louis Crowther scoring both goals in a 2-2 draw with Dulwich Hamlet. That's the game that sealed us in the playoffs as one of the top seeds. So we missed the first round, and you get home advantage in the semi-final. We then rotated the squad for Boreham Wood. Mick Ramsey on his debut, his professional debut, getting a hat-trick as well. Another one to watch out for there. Maidenhead, we beat 4-0. Tobin, Crowther, Thompson, Brissett, and Denanga scored in this one. I wanted to keep, a bit of freshness in the players' legs. So he went back to the strongest team for that one. Before, again, rotating for Hartlepool. Mick Ramsey scoring the only goal in this game as well in a 1-0 win. So now we get Cheltenham in the playoffs, but if we just take a look at the league table, we ended up finishing 7 points behind York. Disappointing, really. 3 points against Barnet. Scunthorpe, Cheltenham, Bromley, and Dulwich Hamlet made playoffs. And if we just take a look at the first round, Scunthorpe and Cheltenham both winning their games 3-2. So we have that bit of freshness. We've got the home advantage. We should beat Cheltenham. They are a very good team, but we should beat them. And we've got Turner in goal, Yarni at right back, Odzunis, Makari, and Maguire at the back. Rowley and Tobin in midfield, Galloway and Danga on the wings, with Crowther and Thompson Brissett up top for us there. Luca, another young player, he's really come on leaps and bounds. He looks fantastic. He's one that came through last season. He's getting so much better. He's on the bench for this game. As is Akeem Rose, Ryan McLaughlin, and Harrington and Saxton Early. They are our substitution options there. Apparently, one sub outside of this. That's fine. Maguire is struggling from match fitness. Jones has been playing, but he's picked injury. He's going to miss the entire playoffs. So Maguire comes back in at left back. This is a great opportunity to show the pundits to right to back us up. It's playoff semi-finals. We've played in the playoffs 2 years in a row now. The first round last year, and then the final the year before the first year. Can't afford another failure. And if I do fail the playoffs, I don't know what I'm going to do with this series, because I really don't want another season in non-league. This really hasn't got the plan. I was expected to be in the championship by now, but no, we're still sat in this league with a squad that is far too good for this league. Let's be honest. We have a throw in here, Maguire to Denanga. Cross is one towards Galloway. It's flicked on. Crowther was miles offside. Not even getting excited. He was quite clearly offside for that one. It's an interesting cross, to be fair. It's a tough cross, and Galloway's little flick, I think it was meant to be a shot that was sort of blocked. And yeah, Crowther a few yards offside there for that one. Fairly straightforward. I think Barnet and Scunthorpe are playing at the same time as well. We have struggled against both of them teams this season. Cheltenham now looking to forward Bowen. Let's go and encourage them as we nick the ball off them. Rowley diving forward. Joe Rowley hits one wide. He did fantastic until that final decision. Probably could have made a pass to one of the strikers. But it's fine. It's fine. Ragland, their centre back, also another former Chesterfield player, so he'll really be up for this one as well. As we come towards half time at 0-0, we have perhaps been the better team. We've had better chances at least. I'm going to tell them we're not doing too badly. If we work hard, we can win this game. Just try and keep them motivated. Let's go and encourage them once more right at the start of this half. We're just going to go a bit more positive as well. See if we can snatch a goal. I don't want extra time. Really don't want extra time. We don't have the break after this game to recover from that. We're now on attacking, and Harrington's going to come off a Yarny at the back. Great game. I'm going to begin with Crowther and Akeem Rose. Him. The two subs made will keep one in his pocket just in case we need it. Harrington's throw to Rose. Cross is blocked, and now Cheltenham can potentially counter-attack here. The long ball forward, and Lloyd flicks it on, but Ozunis gets there. Finds Makari, who's going to be here for another year, no matter what league we're in, but he signed him to another contract extension, loan extension. Crowther on the wing, finds Maguire. Can we get a cross in? Beats his man. Stands one up. Keeper's going to claim that easily. Keeper is on a knock. Look, the opposition. I know he might mark the goalkeeper. But a couple of players on knocks. Just going to, try and unsettle them. We're going to press them hard. We're going to be really tight, and we're going to win hard. We're just going to make life difficult, basically, for a couple of players that are on knock. I think it's probably pointless setting the instructions for a goalkeeper like that, but I did it in a couple of editions ago on Football Manager, and we scored a few goals in that game, and since then it's become a bit of a habit. As we go close there, so I'm talking about pressing goalkeepers. Corner ball, Galloway to deliver. Headed back out for another corner there. We're not going to see this one there. We have been the better team. We're on very attacking now. Let's encourage once more. Final 5 minutes. Can we do something? I want to make a change, but we're going to go to extra time. I want to keep it just so we can have that bit of freshness. And here's going to be extra time. The second year anyway. I'm going to tell him I'm not happy with that. I'm going to tell him I'm not happy with that at all. We're underway in the second half. Morrison's goal kick. Tobin wins the header. Akeem Rose has space to run into, and obviously he came on in that second half. Finds a cross. Crowther hits the bar, and it's in the back of the net again. But he's offside. It's Thompson Brissett this time. The second goal we've had ruled out today. Crowther was probably offside in the first place. And the second one was very tight. I think Crowther might have been off there. Half time in extra time, we're going to make that change. And what I'm looking at is I'm looking at their defenders who are really tired here. So we're just going to pull up the tactics page and what change to make here. I think take a bit of a risk. Harrington goes centre back. We go free at the back. Wire moves up top. Luca comes on onto that wing. Thompson Brissett plays as a shadow striker. We are so attacking it. This could well and truly burn us. We need you guys to be absolutely solid. I'm actually just going to drop it back to positive. But we are going for it in this second half of extra time. As Cheltenham have a highlight here on this wing. Not a great ball backwards, and Rose intercepts. If we score here, that goes completely out of the window. Finds Galloway in acres of space. Galloway for Thompson Brissett. It's blocked. There's a chance there. Crowther keeps the ball alive and just runs it out for throwing, apparently. And we are going to demand more from the players now. We are going back very attacking. Ozunis wins the ball well there from that throw-in. Lumps it downfield. Raglan gets his head on it. Blair. Crowther gets the foot in. It's over the top for Rose. It's Akeem Rose. It's Akeem Rose. Gives us the goal late on, and that is what we were looking for. We're now very defensive. It's a great ball forward from Crowther. I mean, it's not intentional at all, is it? He just gets the foot in and just hoofs it downfield, but it ends up over the top. Akeem Rose is onto that in a flash. One touch and then dinks it over the goalkeeper. That could be absolutely crucial in this game. Now, we have an issue because obviously I don't particularly have anyone to go right back. don't have another sub. I don't think. We do. Oh, that changes things, man. So now we go back to 4 again at the back. Drop everyone back onto support roles. He stays a shadow striker. Ball winning midfielder on defend. And keep you as we are. We are holding out for the victory now. We've got 4 at the back again. With 4 minutes left to go, we have the 1-0 lead. It's a throw in for Cheltenham. Mays cross towards Lloyd. Header clear. Richardson's going to get there, but being closed down pretty quickly there from Macari, I think it is. All over the top towards Lloyd. It's not Macari because he gets his head on it there. It's actually Crowther, who's now working very hard. And he looks forward again for Akeem Rose here. He's in behind in the channel. Can he pull it back here for Thompson Brissett? That is game. We're in the playoff final. Thompson Brissett with his 45th goal of the season, and we are in the playoff final. We've had to work hard for it. A good ball forward again from Crowther. King Rose gets into this channel, but this here is crucial. It just beats his man, skips past him. It's a great pullback, and it's a lovely finish. Back at this near post. Barnet ended up 2-0 up, so I don't think they've had to play extra time. I think they obviously won it in normal time. Unless that game is behind us. It's a latest score, that one. Interesting. Well, we'll be back in 1 moment for the playoff final. I'm guessing it's going to be Barnet. We need to win this game. Simple as. Well, boy, was I wrong when I said I thought it might be Barnet. Scunthorpe ended up with 2 late goals, taking it extra time, and then penalties as well. Scunthorpe winning on penalties, so we play Scunthorpe in the playoff final at Wembley Stadium. This is such a huge game. We finished second. They finished 4th in this one. We won 2-0 at home, and then they beat us 1-0 towards the end of the season as well. I had to look who the assistant for we should have in. And obviously, goalkeeper on the bench, which I do not like one bit. I'm just taking a look. Obviously, I have all the youth players selected as well. If I just go to my filters, I've got all the squads. Just so I've got every option there. Macari did pick up a knock, tight hamstring. Are we risking for this game? I think we do. I think Odsunis is the lucky one to miss out. Let's go Maguire. Lost that as it is. That's what I'm going with. Turner in goal, McLaughlin, Yarney, Macari, Maguire, Rowley, Tobin, Galloway, Crowther, Denanga. So with Ramsey, Harrington, McCourt, Rose, and Odsunis on the bench for us in this one. Playoff final, take 2. Obviously, we lost in this game in season number 1. God, I don't want to lose this game. Oh, so many options here as well. I'm going to pump some fists. Tell them to avenge what happened last time. Let's do that. We're at Wembley Stadium. We're playing Scunthorpe for a chance to get into the Football League. And we're on the way. It's such a big game. We can't afford to lose this one. Denanga heads down to Maguire. Cross comes in. Thompson pretty gets his head on. It's just over the bar. Early on, obviously, it didn't make much difference us taking him from York. They still kicked on. They've got plenty of goal scorers in that team at York. They've got a very, very good team there. Deep free kick now for Scunthorpe into the box. Spencer's header and Louis Spence to put us 1-0 down. It's going to be one of them situations again. It's a good ball in, but defensively we're so poor there. It's 1-0 Scunthorpe. Ball comes back downfield. Macari gets his head to it. Maguire now. He looks forward. Manga can't get there. Maguire wins the ball well though. Crowther. Bit of space if he wants to move into it. He takes it infield. Find this pass to Galloway, which he can. He hits one first time. What a goal that is from Josh Galloway. Oh my goodness, what a goal that is from Josh Galloway to level this game up. I wondered what was going off then for a second. Crowther just kept bringing it infield. And honestly, I thought this pass was poor. I thought this was a poor pass. But look at this. Right-footed first time into that top corner. That is such a good goal. And to do it in a playoff final at Wembley as well. That will stick with that lad forever. Incredible goal. Thompson Brissett now trying to win the header. Yapong to Pew. Bit of space for Scunthorpe, but it's such a poor ball forward as well. Maguire, take your time here, lad. Finds Crowther. We're looking at you to do things. Switches play to Galloway superbly. Galloway for Thompson Brissett here. And he's made it 2-0. And just like that, this whole game has turned around. Jaden Thompson Brissett, 46 goals this season. Makes it 2-1 to Chesterfield. And this game has turned around in a flash. This ball from Crowther is beautiful to Galloway. One touch. And then that little outside of the foot pass as well into Thompson Brissett. Takes a touch and fires across the keeper. Beautiful for 2-1. And we get another highlight. And to be fair, entertainment-wise, we love this. Thompson Brissett finds Denanga. This space, if you can find the centre, he goes himself, actually. Tight angle. He's tackled and the referee's given a penalty. And I don't think that was a penalty. But it's been given, and it's a chance to get 3-1. Thompson Brissett for his second goal. It's saved by Collins. It's a great save. Because that was a good penalty. That was in the corner. Got down very, very well to save that. Thompson Brissett missing a penalty. Could that come back and bite us? Yes, it does. Jacob Bideau with the header from the corner. Levels things up just a couple of minutes after that missed penalty. Oh dear, there's no end of entertainment in this game. Just a deep run. Nobody goes with him. It's a good header. 2-2. Turner, goal kick. Looks out wide. Galloway. It down. He looks forward, but it's not a great ball. Easton. Higginbottom, who's got a bit of space there. Maguire dives in. Higginbottom keeps the ball there, finds Pew. Out to Wood. Ball forward, Agipong in behind. Cross comes in, Yarni heads clear, Rowley clears further, and Denanga beats his man. It's 2-on-1 here. Can he find a ball? Can he find a cross to Thompson Brissett? How? He has scored so many goals this season, and then he does that in the playoff final. Oh, that is a massive chance. That should be 3-2. That and the penalty miss. It just feels like it's going to come and bite us. Spence to Higginbottom. Agipong to Van Veen. Just like that. Again in an... Kevin Van Veen goes down the other end of the pitch. Scores to make it 3-2 to Scunthorpe. And that's two huge chances missed by Thompson Brissett. Almost immediately. You know... But I mean... It's that quick. They got the chance... They show the miss in the highlight. Like... Got to take these chances. Is anyone on this team that I want the ball to fall to? It's Thompson Brissett. I don't think the replay highlight honestly needs to beast in to Pew. Spence. They work the ball well. But this should never happen. We've got players back. That should never happen. Throw in. Can we level it up before half time? Thompson Brissett, McLaughlin. Cross comes in. Galloway flicks it onto Crowther at the back post. And Louis Crowther has somehow squeezed it in there for his 28th goal of the season. And that is, quite frankly, magnificent to score from that angle. And we are back level at 3 apiece. What a first half of football this is. Thompson Brissett back to McLaughlin. It's a good ball in. I wondered what Galloway was doing. Flicked onto the back post, and it's it's quite incredible volley that is from Carver, clearly onside. Wow, what a time to score a goal like that. And there's another highlight. The highlights don't stop coming. We might as well be watching this on full match. Spence, acres of space, stop them hitting it. Crowther smashes it downfield. White goes all the way back to the keeper. Collins brings it out of his area. Pretty pressure coming now. But Barden gets there. Spence now. Back to Barden. Parry gets his head on it. Crowther brings it into the centre again. Finds Galloway once again. That ball is always on for him. Galloway beats his man into the box. Crosses. Thompson Brissett header over the bar. And he may have scored, but if he keeps missing chances like this, probably can't keep on the pitch for too much longer in the second half if he's going to keep wasting huge chances like that. 6 shots for Scunthorpe, all of them on target. They've scored 3. We've had 11 with 7. I'm going to tell them I'm not happy with that first half performance at all. I want a high line of engagement. I want more pressing. I want to get stuck in. And do I want to make a change? I don't think I do. But I do want to individually pump this. Okay, that didn't quite work. I wanted to tell Galloway he was going to be the difference maker and motivate him because he took that half-time team talk to heart, bless him. Go and encourage them for this second half. Spence on the ball, the rain's falling now. Spence, can we win the ball back here? We've got it with Crowther. Space to run into. Finds Denanga. Marcus Denanga. Pulls it wide. Another huge chance gone back in. So many crucial chances that we've wasted in this game. Maguire gets lucky there on that rebound. Rowley. Tobin. Looks forward. Collins gets that. I think both strikers were offside, which is a little bit disappointing. Both fullbacks not having great games. Rowley's not having a fantastic game. Van Veen wins the ball, finds Beeston. Higginbottom in space. A little bone across there, and they hit the bar from Van Veen. I need to do something about Van Veen, to be quite honest with you. Because he is dominated as well. Tightly mark him, and let's go in hard on him. Close the keeper down at all times. Spence is tired. Let's close him down. I want to close down players that are, starting to lack in fitness. John White, let's go in hard on him. 3-3 with half an hour to go. We will take Macari off Rodzunas, obviously, coming into this game with the knock. All of his ligaments. Crowther's fine there. 20 minutes to go. Harrington's going to come on for McLaughlin. And then Yarley's going to go out to that right-hand side. I want to take Maguire off, but we don't have anybody else that can left back. Not even a recommendation there. I picked the wrong bench. I'm not happy with my subs. Crowther to Galloway. Intercepted. Scunthorpe knocking the ball between them. Tobin wins the ball back from the deflection. Galloway looks forward for Thompson Brissett. Holds it up. Crosses one to Denanga. Volleys it. Marcus Denanga does get his goal. He's 19th of the season there. 4-3 ahead with 15 minutes to go. And what do we do? I don't want to make a change. I don't want to park the bus. Denanga, it's actually a lovely volley, that is, because that's a very tough effort. That one, it's 4-3. I'm more nervous than excited right now. 10 minutes. It's not quite lived up to that first half. They've now gone 3 up top. Tactics. Harrington's going to go as a holding midfielder. Three centre backs, please. You are now a half back. Tobin can drop back. I mean, I know Rowley can't quite play there, but we are dropping virtually everyone back now. Galloway and Crowell, big ask of you guys, I know. But I need you guys defending. Rowley as a ball-winning midfielder. Tobin is the ball-winning midfielder. Rowley is the anchor man. Thompson Brissett can be the shadow striker. He can be the main threat. Denanga's going to press up top. Here we go. Final 5 minutes here. Are we going to see this out? Are we finally going to make it to the Football League? Yes! Finally! 3 years in the making. I'm going to tell him got away with that because it was a poor performance. 3 years in the making. We finally reached the Football League. We finally won these drastic playoffs. League 2 next season. £8,000 to spend, 57 wage budget. We lead Chesterfield to promotion there. Delight, unexpected promotion. Lachlan happy, Sang happy, Biggins happy. Galloway shines in that game. We're going to give him a bit of praise. Going to put his arm around him. Tell him we're superb with the quality of chances in that one. And I'll come back for the end of season recap because I keep forgetting to do it. Keep ending the episode, starting to, get everything ready, and then it comes back, or I'll render the video and then it comes through as I'm playing through. So I'm going to play until the end of season recap, and we're going to come back for that actually this time. Here we are, the end of season review finally. We've actually done 1/3 season in Chesterfield FC. Incomings this season, obviously Jaden Thompson Brissett has to be the standout. He's 15 goals, 3 assists in 18 appearances for him. More disappointed with the deal to sign him because we've overspent on him. Really? Yeah, I'm not too sure about that one for the board. Great average rating as well for him. Marcus Denanga obviously joining us on a permanent this season after a couple of loan spells with us. C from the board on that one. 19 goals, 7 assists from 50 games, including that winning goal in the playoff final. Jake Turner came in goal. He's played 49 games this season. Board are happy with that one. We got a decent release fee on that. I'd quite like to get rid of the release fee. Josh Tobin for me was the standout. We were so thrilled to get him in. He's such a good player on that free for Chelsea. John Ozadunis didn't quite play as much as I'd hoped him to be quite honest with you. He is still young, and I've got plans for him next season. So he'll get a chance in there. And Mazar Kuya, we bought in as well. He hasn't played at all this season. He's one I'm actually disappointed with. I thought it was going to be better than he was, and just hasn't shown it in training. Outgoing Brad Watkins, so glad to get rid of him. Martin Swift never really played for us. Jamie Sharman, similar. Gavin Gunning off the Waterford. Yeah, I mean, he never really going to get into the team here. And Luke Rawson was released. Loans out. Burnett, Sang, Skerritt, McKay, Gold, and Goss. Interesting to see if any of these get really make a claim for first team football next season. Burnett and Sang have done very well on loan, albeit at a lower level, of course. Season to remember, it was a jubilant success this season for the Spyrites, who exceeded expectations from the outset and was eventually promoted. We finished in second, 7 points off top, 57% capacity for 6,000 home fans. Results there, you can see from the second we went playoffs. The FA Cup, we reached the first round, beat Gateshead 3-1, Colchester 2-1, Shrewsbury 1-0 before that defeat Portsmouth. And the board are delighted with that with a minus. And then in the FA Trophy, board disappointed that we only reached the second round. We were expecting the fourth round. Stand by, we're knocked out by York. Quite frankly, I don't care. I don't care about that competition one bit. And beat Oxford and then lost to York. Biggest win was the 5-0 over Darlington. 2 for Galloway, 1 for Tobin, 1 for Yarny, 1 for Keane Rose in there. Crowther gets the goal of the season for his goal against Bromley. And the match, remember, it's the playoff final. Valid reason. We're going to take a look at that goal in just a second. The 1-1 with Bromley to season. The reputation has gone up this season. The club's reputation has not changed over the past season. Yes, it has. No new sponsors, but sponsorship is up from last season. Broadcast revenue is down, but everything else is well. Shirt seller Thompson Brissett being the main seller from the nearly 1,500 shirts sold. Carver Galloway, Rose, and Goll as well, surprisingly, in there. And this was apparently our best 11 this season. Turner, McLaughlin, Macari, Yarney, Jones, Tobin, Rowley, Early, Galloway, Denanga, and Crowther. Accolades wise, I was 3 times manager of the month this season. Crowther, fans player of the season. Young player of the season goes to Jaden Thompson Brissett, as well as signing of the season. Goal of the season, of course, to Crowther. He got top scorer for Oars. Galloway with the most assists. Most man of the match for Crowther. Galloway the average rating, and Rowley the most passes per 90 minutes. There you go. How about that for a stat? Crowther became the record for the most overall goals by player in the season with 28 for Chesterfield. Got the fastest goal, the highest transfer fee. Youngest player for Guillaume Rees, the goalkeeper. He was 15 years. He was nearly his 16th birthday when he played that game. Crowther setting records all over the place. Thompson Brissett winning Player of the Year and the Golden Boot as well there. Right, so the Traps set themselves up for the most magical of promotions. According to Eleanor Hughes of BBC Radio Derby and Amelie Diamond of BBC Radio Sheffield, Chesterfield started better than anyone would have expected and continued in that vein, storming all the way to promotion. There we are. Thompson Brissett breaks the goal scoring record. It's a new National League record there. Crowther goes into the overall best 11 along with Galloway, Jake Turner, and McLaughlin. Club vision next season, they want us to avoid relegation within a couple of years. Really getting to accept that. Garney, Evans, and McCourt are the leads there. In terms of next season, as we just go, congratulate everyone there. Manager of the year, let me vote for myself, please. I was definitely manager of the year. In that case, Alan Morgan, who had the worst win percentage. Get it? We had a few players coming up to the expired. I said everyone that was in the starting 11 subs, you can see Coddington is leaving. He's not going to stay around at all. His wages are way too high for someone that isn't playing. In talks with Maguire at the moment, he's wanted by Carlisle. Everyone else that's expiring at the end of this season that you can see in this group here has already signed a contract that comes in effect at the end of the season. Tobin wanted by a whole host of clubs there, as is Galloway and Louis Crowther as well. I really want to keep him. Butterfield wanted by Northampton. Kuya by Exeter. So there is people that wanted. Tom Whelan is as well. Next episode, we will start our League 2 campaign. So if you have enjoyed this, please do hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more. Until next time, stay safe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.